Hi guys, and welcome to the Love Lounge with Honey and Banana. Yes, that's right. We're talking sexual health, intimacy with your partner, and ways in a sense you can definitely improve your sexual life. Now, today's topic I particularly love. It is titled Pillow Talk. Open desires. You know, are you the sort of person that is very, finds it quite easy to communicate with your partner, telling your partner what you like, what you don't like? If you are, then this definitely is for you. And if you're not, this episode definitely also is for you. I'm really, really excited to be joined by my guest today, Winifred, who's a model and also a student. So I like the fact that, we can have like a really, really interesting conversation because I will have a different perspective and I'm sure you will as well.
Thank you.
Nice to have you here. You look really good.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you. All right, so when you hear the word pillow talk, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Intimacy, conversations in bed and stuff like that. Yeah. So that's the first thing that comes to my head.
Okay. For me, when I hear pillow talk, yes, definitely that conversation's in bed, with you resting on the pillow. I feel like it tends to normally happen after
sex,
the sex. And pillow talk may not necessarily only just even consist of, saying, oh, this is what I like. It could just be general communication. Like, I feel like that's even how you can even get to know each other better. Asides the sex, even though sex just happened or sex maybe is about to happen.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I feel like for us to go deeper into the conversation, I need to ask this question. Have you ever faked an orgasm?
Yeah, I have.
More times than having a real orgasm or less times?
No, just less times, like once or twice.
Okay.
And I had to even speak to him about it.
Okay, so you spoke to him?
Yeah, I'm very open about sex and all that.
All right.
So I spoke to him about it and, he was
hurt.
He was being too, I don't know, what's the word?
Insecure?
Yeah, I'll use that. He was being too insecure and I don't know. He stopped talking to me after a while. Yeah, but later he came to ask, oh, how do you like it? How do you want it? How do you want it to be better? And all of that. So it was easily resolved.
Okay, so and then you guys carried on having
a nice time,
being intimate with each other.
Exactly.
Okay, so would you say that because you guys had that pillow talk, that communication, that was what in a sense actually improved your sex life?
I feel that's what improved it, of course.
Now, as you said, most people may feel insecure. They may feel like they're not enough if these conversations are had. So do you think that it is like what is important is also approach? What was so particular about your approach that maybe that was why he was willing to actually, listen to what you, what your desires actually are?
So I really just told him in a very nice way, and I didn't just want to make it feel like, there was like a big deal out of it. I wanted to like just make him feel okay about himself and not really do so much like that. So yeah, that's how happened.
It's interesting that we're talking about pillow talk today, because if I was to share a personal experience, I have a friend who she was seeing this guy. Yeah. And that friend is actually a friend, it's not me, okay? So she was seeing this guy, and they had their session of, I guess, wild, passionate sex, but apparently she wasn't satisfied. So the guy found out that immediately after they had sex, she had sent like her nudes to another
someone
guy.
Else.
So, he obviously must have felt really, really bad. But that is a clear indication of a situation where there wasn't clearly enough pillow talk. And pillow talk is really, really needed, most especially if you do want to improve your sex life. Now, the funny thing is that a lot of people, especially when it comes to foreplay, they may not necessarily open up and say what they like, what sort of foreplay they like.
What they want the guy to do and what they don't want the guy to do, something like that.
Even some women, when it comes to even just communication, maybe like as you're doing certain things or performing certain acts to them, maybe they want you to talk to them. Do you like it? Do you not like it? Some people
just want to be quiet.
Quiet. And then also there's this whole thing of, when you meet someone, you may not necessarily want to quote unquote have ashewo sex, all that whole, who's your daddy? Spanking, oh yeah, you're my bitch, all that. So I feel like that's why pillow talk is really essential.
Necessary.
But I would say that if you are just kicking things off, you
Yeah.
know, maybe it's the first time you guys are hooking up. Obviously, you guys haven't necessarily had enough pillow talk to know what it is that you like. So I just feel not that you shouldn't hold back in a sense, but you should not necessarily come with quote unquote that's ashewo. Only if the lady tells you that is what
people are talking and you're feeling the vibes of that.
Exactly. And then you just know this guy definitely is the kind of guy that will want me to call him daddy. You know, and all that. Okay, so when it comes to communication, what would you say is the one aspect, like be it foreplay or penetration, that you feel that yes, you really do communicate as much as possible, because you don't play with that when it comes to being intimate. Actually, that's the penetration itself. Exactly.
Like when you're, going in and going out, I need you to like speak to me. If I know how it's feeling and all of that, I really need you to like communicate with me and know where it feels sweet and where it's beginning to get a little bit, fishy or something.
So would you say the size matters?
Size doesn't matter. Just know how to use it. That's the thing. Just be particular about how to like use your, just know how to use it. Exactly. Just know how to use it. Some people, they have very big dicks, but they don't know how to use it. That is very true. They'll just some they don't even like. I feel like some guys need to maybe, I wouldn't say watch porn, because porn is like totally out of it. Those ones, I feel like porn is a little bit drugs over the top. Yes, and a lot of men especially, and even women, especially when it comes to things like squirting and all these things, like it puts so much pressure on ourselves because we see it in porn. So I just feel like, just do what you have to do. Just ask like the person you're with, how do you like it? How do you want to feel? How does it make you feel? All those little questions, and you just see that, voila, you're there, you're getting it, and you don't need to stress yourself about anything. To be honest, that's how it is.
And what about even when it comes to like, your sexual health? Are you the sort of person?
People do not like to talk about that.
Yes. Do you think people should tell their partners that yes, they have had an STI?
Of course, like it's very important to know where maybe you're sticking your mouth, or you're sticking your tongue, you're sticking like your dicks or your vaginas or all those things. Like it's very, very essential actually.
So do you feel that your partner should know your body count?
No. That's a bit.
But some people would argue that knowing body counts, not necessarily that it means that I have a fair understanding of your sexual health, but it would give me
I just feel like I'm with you now, so let's focus on us. Like you don't really need to know anything that happened in my past,
but if I had STIs in my past, I should.
Yes, you can speak about it. Like it's normal, it's health, and you have to. Health is wealth. You have to take your health very, very seriously and avoid all these, silly diseases or infections and all those things. You need to avoid it. Like it's really, really essential, sure.
So when do you think it should be communicated in a sexual relationship? When do you think?
Before having sex.
So let's say I meet you today and I'm like, hello girl, by the way, I had chlamydia 2 weeks ago.
Let me tell you now, it actually depends on how you're like having a conversation with someone. Some people, like when you meet them, like you're already seeing that you're vibing with them, like you're talking to them, in fact, you even talked about your whole life in that like second that you're with them. But some other people, like they're really, laid back and they don't want to talk about it and they don't just want to do anything. They're just on their own. But I feel like if I'm about to have sex with you, I don't want to know. If you're not ready to talk about it, then you should be ready to use a condom.
Exactly.
Because you cannot be risking my life. And what if you have something?
You feel that sexual health should be discussed?
Yes, before having sex with anybody.
When your partner now is asking for sexual intercourse without protection.
Yes, exactly.
So what about if you and your partner just keep on having, sex with protection? Does that then mean that sexual health or your sexual history should be discussed?
Kinda. Yeah, I think so, actually. I don't think so, actually.
You don't think so?
It's just in between. Yeah, that shouldn't just be like that.
But once that rubber comes off, then we have to know all the information.
Yeah. Exactly.
What about having these sort of discussions while you guys are married? Like, I do know someone who's like, she knows her husband is a reckless guy. And she wants, to protect herself, and she wants him to use condoms, but the guy has refused to. So they are no longer sexually active.
He's crazy.
Yeah. Okay.
He's
so you
actually,
think that's
yeah,
crazy?
because why are you risking your wife's life for how many seconds? I'm very sure it wouldn't even last up to 30 minutes.
To be honest.
So, okay, yes, because like, why, like, some men, sorry, I don't want to insult any man, but like, I'm just saying,
some
like,
people of the other gender.
yes, they don't have problems. Like, why are you even married and you are having sex with somebody outside married and you are not using, or you are not protecting yourself properly? Like, what?
Then again, there are open marriages. What about if it's an open marriage? Then again,
I don't know if I believe in that.
you don't believe in open marriages? Me neither, darling. I don't.
Yeah, I don't think I believe.
I think
in
it's
that.
silly.
So, very. So I don't know, man.
So we spoke about, the issues that can come if we don't have sufficient pillow talk.
Yeah.
How we don't talk about our sexual health or sexual history, and that is another very interesting part of pillow talk or sharing your desires with your partner. But what about in situations where it's now even maybe between couples who want to sort of have children? Do you think that the discussion should be had whether or not this person's on birth control? Are you on birth control or not? Before I do remove this condom, I don't want to start hearing, yes, she trapped me, or he didn't pull out on time. Like, do you feel that, okay, if you now don't want to use a condom, we've done the whole sexual health where we know that we're safe. So now should that discussion of birth control be had with pillow talk?
Always come in. It is very, very important. Not after having sex with the person now and the person gets pregnant, then you start asking,
how
did I force you to get pregnant? Why are you coming to this world with a child? Something of that sort. And the woman is left, confused and she wouldn't know what to do. Like, I just feel like you should always, communication is key. Like, you should always talk about things. You should always interact, know how this person feels, know what to do,
know what this person is on.
Yes, know
medication
what they're
wise.
taking. Yes, like, so just avoid all this silly drama and all these things. So I feel like it's very essential.
Okay, and what is also so crazy is that like, so far I feel like we've been talking about like pillow talk maybe in situations where it's not even like necessarily you guys are even dating,
because it just happens. Like, yeah.
So imagine people who now live together, maybe they're partners or they're married, and they don't have pillow talk. A lot of people say that it's
back in the days. Do you think people still do it now?
Of course people still do it now.
Or just have sex, and
commitment in general is not easy. Like they always say, man and woman, we will always have problems. So like we'll always have disagreements. Like we are not, I think we're very different in many ways. So talk less of in marriage, and I feel like a lot of people would say that it's because of the shame that is sort of associated with communicating. Sometimes
you just feel
like,
feeling very weird about
baby,
it.
I really, really want you to suck my toes, but you're scared that
to say it.
Your man will be like, suck your toes. Why?
Disgusting, right?
Am I a pedicure set? like, do you understand?
Yeah.
So that fear, that shame, most times makes people not to communicate. So what do you think should be the solution in that situation? Is this something that people should just forget it? Like, you guys have signed up to be with each other. You guys should really honestly communicate. Like, or is it a thing that maybe it's not that important?
It is actually getting to, like, I just feel the solution. Let me just jump into the solution now. Just have, like, spend more time with your partner. Yeah. Try to get to know what he likes and what she likes, and interact more. I feel like that's just it. Spend more time with your partner, be more intimate with your partner, all those things. Like, it will spice up your marriage for you.
Another way I also think that pillow talk could be improved. Couples therapy.
Yeah, that
sometimes having a third party who is not really like associated with you.
Yeah.
You know, it's
Someone
not
that'll
like
tell you facts.
tell you like actually maybe you guys should communicate, or like what are the things that you want to say. That's just somebody just act like the middleman in a sense. I feel that also can also improve pillow talk, but some people will be shy because it's like sex matter. Why?
I don't think Gen Zs. No, I don't think Gen Zs will be shy or anything.
Yes.
Like now, maybe
millennials.
Oh yeah, but like
and
now.
before that. But now you know, I feel like a lot of Gen Zs are very, very open to therapy. Any small thing, come on, I'm ready. Twitter is even great therapy for a lot of people. You
actually.
know? Okay.
So that's how it is.
All right. So you know, this chat has been really, really awesome. I'm hoping that you enjoyed yourself.
Thank you.
So, do you think there is any need to sort of improve from your end, your own pillow talk with whoever you are intimate with? Are there certain things that maybe you can even use this platform to just share it? Maybe if he's watching, he'll be like, oh, she likes that.
Me, I'm talking to the person that I'm seeing now. Communicate with me properly. Don't just want to have sex and leave the rest for God. Let me do it like that. Try to make me feel good. Not just call me and tell me, oh, you're missing me today. I want to have sex with you. Don't do that though. I'll soon run away. And you know. Because that's it. Because people just behave anyhow towards women. I don't know. Men just piss me off. Let's just be like that. Men piss me off.
This has become a bashing men episode.
Piss me off. And I do not like talking about them. Yes, because men are annoying and they never want to take correction. They always feel like on top of the world.
Not all men though.
98% of men.
But there's still that 2%. So you can be lucky to find that 2%.
So please, I pray actually.
Let's not discard them just yet. We actually need them.
We need them.
That's why we want them to know that pillow talk is very important.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on the show, and it has been absolutely amazing kicking it with you guys here. Don't forget to, still remain locked with us here on the Love Lounge with Honey and Banana. My name is Moe, and on that note, I'm signing out.